Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. I am back from my trip. Yeah, it was one of those trips where I'm like, you know what? that's the last road trip that I want to do for a while. If I do a road trip, I have to really be wanting to go somewhere. But yeah, man, this road trip, it was one of those road trips where I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, how does a person stay on the road for a long period of time? You know, it's like, how does somebody they're constantly on the road, like an artist, for an example, and they're just touring and they get a tour bus. They ain't got because it's like, yeah, there's artists out there where they're up and coming. They only got enough money to get a tour bus. They ain't got enough money to get a private jet. Because I bet you best believe if I'm an artist, like if I'm a rapper, or if I get get really good with EDM and DJing and all that stuff, I'm getting me a plane. I'm getting me a private jet. I'm like, I don't care how much it costs, but I'm like, I am not. I guess like with a tour bus, if they got like a bed, a TV, a refrigerator, then like obviously plug in my video games. I'm trying to think, do tour buses, do they have Wi-Fi in it? I wonder if they got Wi-Fi, because if so, then I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely, bro, forget getting a car. I'll get me a tour bus and things. Hold on for a second. Let me look it up real quick, because this is a question I feel like that needs to be answered. Do tour buses have, I imagine they have bathrooms. I'm like, if an RV got a bathroom, then oh, there's some kids outside shooting fireworks. I was like, wait, what's going on? But no, do they have Wi-Fi? Do charter buses have Wi-Fi? The short answer to this question is yes, but Wi-Fi comes at a cost. If you want to enable a Wi-Fi on your coach bus rental, you'll need to pay an extra fee. Can I just buy? You would think you'd just be able to buy the bus. I'm like, I guess if you're renting it out, but I don't know. I think I would rather just buy the bus and then I wonder where could you like park a charter bus? Actually what I feel like that would be such good money too. That would be amazing money to make. So, you buy a tour bus, right? You rent it. You get go to a place where you can park those tour buses. I'll take it on the road whenever I'm going somewhere, but then have it where I can rent the bus out. Oh my God, bro, that's a killing. I'm like, fam, even forget that. I'll start me a business where I just get me a bunch of, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna be like Shaquille O'Neal Jr. Like I'm saying, I'm gonna dip my hands into everything, bro. No, I'm definitely gonna start a tour bus company, because I'm like, nah, I feel like that's where the money is at. You know, it's like you got these guys and it's like they constantly, you got artists where they going on tour. I have a special where it'd be like a 2-for-1 special and things. Take two tour buses in case if you there might be one where it's like the artist just wants a tour bus to themselves, and then the other, then they might have it for their entourage or team. That's a loud firework. But anyways, then you got one for their, I'm about to, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna start me a tour bus company and things. No, that's where the money is at, because you got a lot of people be going on tour and stuff. But anyways, because I feel like I ain't got all distracted. No, let me tell you guys about this trip and things. Because, yes, I did go on a little trip to go visit my grandmother. I've never met my grandmother. This would be my first time. Like, I've never talked to her on the phone. I just recently seen some pictures of her. But, yeah, I've never met my grandmother and stuff. So, yeah, let's talk on that. So, let's just overall start from the beginning. Because this would be one of those trips where it's like, you know what? It's no disrespect to the people that I was on, like it was my family I was on the trip with and stuff. It's no disrespect to them. It's just that with road trips, after you've been sitting in a car for a long period of time, and then my sister, she has a dog. The dog was whining the whole time, and I'm like, I don't know why this dog is whining. I'm like, you're literally in the car with everybody that you're cool with. What is the problem? What issues do you have? Oh my God, my sister's dog, he's different. He's a very, very different dog. And I'm like, I just do not get him. He wants to, cause I'm pretty much on dog duty. So I'm sitting there like, holding him and stuff, and he wants to like, and it ain't like he's a big dog. If he is a big dog, I'm like, no, you for going to go and sit in the trunk or something. I'm like, you ain't gonna be walking back and forth across my legs. But he's a small dog, but he got sharp nails, where not sharp, but he got long nails that'll like dig into you like some vulture bird. Like, you remember in Jeepers Creepers 2 when the kid walked up on Jeepers Creepers when he was hanging on the scarecrow thing, and then he looked at Jeepers Creepers' toes, and his toes kind of made some movement. Yeah, that's how my sister's dog is. Like, that's what kind of toes he got. So he's constantly standing there. I'm holding him down like, no, you're not going to be doing that. Nah, you've been doing that way too long. I'm trying to sleep. He want to stand up, do all this. I'm like, no, I'm holding you straight down. You ain't doing no extra movements. You find a spot that you want to lay in, and you leave it at that. But you're not going to be walking around my legs, disturbing me in my sleep and stuff. So I'm holding him down, trying to sleep. He start moving, and I'm like, fam, I'm telling you, it's one of those things where I'm like, I really, really wish that they would come out with some form of technology like how they had an Up, where you can attach a dog collar to your dog, but you can communicate with it and stuff. They need to have it where it be some AI technology where it's like, you can communicate with your dog. Because I definitely would have looked at him and been like, fam, why are you moving? Do you want me to put you somewhere else? Yes? No? Okay, I'm putting you here. Stop moving. Just sit there and sit still. You have no reason to move. There's literally nowhere else to go to. We are in a car. Oh my God. I'm like, man, it's just one of those things where I'm like, bro, you really need to just sleep, bro. But yeah, the dog was he was in a world of his own, thinking, oh yeah, I'm in a big old giant, just space where I can walk around. I'm like, you're sitting on my lap. There's nowhere else to go to. We was in a Jeep Compass, a Trailhawk and stuff. So it's like, if you own a Jeep, I mean, like, Jeeps are spacey, but it's like the car seat, though. It's not like there's a whole lot of, like, it's not like it's a studio apartment where you can walk around, not like spacey like that, but it's just enough space for the person to sit there and be relaxed. But man, I'm telling you, it's one of those things where I'm all like, nah, that's one of the main reasons why I wouldn't want to do any more road trips, because of my sister's dog. If my sister ever hears this, I'm like, there was at times where she was going off on her dog on the trip. So it's like, if she ever hears this podcast, that you don't even like, when your dog be doing stuff to annoy you. So it's like, how do you think somebody else is going to feel? Oh, I'm supposed to just be happy. I'm like, man, I ain't even hearing that. So anyways, but yeah, I was like dealing with that, sitting in the car for a long period of time, like from going to where my grandmother stays at all the way to a different, just like going back home and things. And it's like my brain, it's like still just like on trip mode and stuff. Like my body and brain hasn't like fully physically like came back to me and stuff. Like I went out and kind of hanged out with a friend today. And, I went to that, actually me and him went to that retro game store that I always be talking about. And, it's like, going in there, it felt weird, like, it just feels weird being home, it's like, it ain't no disrespect to I love that retro game store, by the way, so it's no disrespect to them. It's no disrespect to the home that I'm currently living in, but it's like, man, it just feels weird. Like, it feels like I should, like, my brain is still like highway. You're on the highway right now. And I'm like, man, I even going to sleep last night, I couldn't even really sleep. I'm sitting there watching TV and stuff, and I'm like, it's like 4 a.m, and I'm thinking to myself, fam, I need to go to sleep. What am I doing and stuff? So yeah, I kind of caught me some Z's this morning. Slept a lot on the road. And then it was like, conversating with my dad, just telling him about life. He's telling me about life and stuff. And, I was like, it was just one of those things where I'm like, man, but no, it was a cool trip though. It was cool. It was like meeting my grandmother for the first time. Like I've never really had no grandmother figure before. So it's, if like, the closest thing I've had to a grandmother figure is like meeting one of my friends' grandmothers and stuff. So yeah, it was, just overall, like, meeting her for the first time, and I was like, nah, it's cool, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I definitely know that she's my grandmother. I know, like, she's my grandmother. I know she's my dad's mom. Like, there's no way possible you can look at my grandmother and not see a little bit of my dad. Even, like, because there's my uncle, where I'm all like, I 100% seen my uncle and my grandmother. I was like, no, he is definite. There is no way possible that they would, just based off of how they act, like, you can really see it in their face, where I'm all like, oh yeah, you're definitely, it's kind of like how it is with me and my mom, because a lot of people say that I look just like my mom and stuff. And no, I was like, I'm telling you right now, if my uncle was still here, I was like, no, that is your mom. There's no way possible you can tell me. I'm like, that's something, because it was funny, because I remember my dad, he was, I don't even really know how to word this, but overall, like, he did spend some time away from my mom. It wasn't like I don't even really think that they had, like, a falling out. I think they just overall kind of lost contact, because they live in different parts of the country and stuff. But, I mean, it's something where, I just, like I say, I don't even know how to word that, because I know people will probably be thinking along the lines, like, they did fall out of contact, but it's like, just seeing how they act with one another, you would thought, like, they spent their whole lives with each other and stuff. So, I don't even say there was even no beef or hostility between them two and stuff. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just, yeah, it's like they kind of, I don't know, I feel like there'll probably be some people in the world where they'll understand, like, yeah, they ain't got beef with one another, but it's like they just kind of, they fell out of contact. It's like, it's like they got both of my grandmother and my dad, they both got their thing going on and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, like, maybe he did, and then yeah, he just, was like, no, I'm gonna go visit my mom and stuff. I'm gonna bring my kids with me and things. And so I think, yeah, that's just overall how that thought process went with them and stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm all like, no, yeah, I could definitely see my grandmother and me. And the funny thing is like, my grandmother, she looks like, it's weird, because so my sister looks like my dad, but my dad, I would have to say he looks more like his dad. And then, but my sister looks like my grandmother. I'm telling you right now, like, if I was doing a biopic about my grandmother and I needed somebody to play as her, my sister, I'd just be like, hey, look, we gonna go and, get this, just grandmother wig, paint it, get it, make it gray, have it where it's like, you're wearing her. I'm telling you, then make some makeup, because my sister, she looks younger than me, but she's older than me. But yeah, it's like, I'm like, yeah, but just get some makeup to make you look a little bit older. You literally look just like grandma. So it's like, it's weird how that works and stuff. But even, and that's just with me, where it's all like, I know, because that's something that's been talked on in my family, where it's like, I look like my mom, but then my mom told me that I look like my grandfather. And then my grandmother was telling me how I look, either I look or reminded her of her brother. Hold on for 1 second. I need me some water, because I'm like, my mouth is getting dry and things. I'm like, I did drink me some water on this trip, but I'm like, nah, bro, I need to, I really need to just crash out on some water right now. So hold on. Yep, that hit the spot a little bit. Okay, I think I'm good for the next few minutes of this podcast and things. But yeah, it was cool though. It's something where I'm like, if you got family that you've never met before, it's one of those things where I'm like, I definitely recommend it. Go meet family that you've never met before. That's something where I can say, like, there's just been different family members, from cousins to uncles to my grandfather on my mom's side. But yeah, it's like, throughout my life though, like, I know that's something where it's like, have I met a whole lot of my family? And I'm like, I have to say, pretty much at one point in time, I would have to say my family, and I would say more so on my dad's side of the family, they all lived out here in Washington. I was like, from cousins to uncles to my grandfather. Yeah, there was like, they all lived out here and stuff. So I'm like, I have met a good majority. And then on my mom's side of the family, they're still, they live down south. I'm gonna leave it at that. They live down south and stuff. But, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, they're meeting them, and I'm like, huh, it's like, you definitely look at everybody and you're like, Yep, I'm definitely related to you guys. I'm like, no, there ain't no way possible, because that's something where it's like, I don't know why I be thinking along these lines, but I'm all like, it'd be crazy, because I ain't had Ethiopian people be looking at me and stuff, and they were all like, oh, I thought you was Ethiopian. I'm like, no, I'm African American. I'm just a normal black guy. I ain't got no specialties to my race and things. I'm like, I'm just your average normal friendly neighborhood black man and things, but. No, it's like I ain't had it where people done like they're like Ethiopian. They come up to me and they're all like, "Oh yeah, you look like you're Ethiopian." I'm like, "Nope, just your like I said, friendly neighborhood black man." But no, but it's like they'll do that, and then I'm thinking to myself like, dang, have I been switched at birth? Like, I don't even know why I'll be thinking along the lines like that, because then it's like, I'll have it where my family be like, oh yeah, you're definitely your dad's kid, or yeah, you're definitely your mom's kid, because I'm like, I would have to say I'm a blend between both my mom and my dad. Like, I had to say I look like my mom, but I act like my dad. And then it's a really weird, but I had to say, I don't know, I feel like that if I were to do, how like that Bob's Burger TV show, I feel like I would be able to voice both of my parents. Like the thing is this, I feel like I would get an Oscar. If you see how my mom act, I would get an Oscar award winning, one of those awards performances for acting as both of my, I definitely should do some stuff like that, because I know people will probably be like, oh yeah, like, yeah, no, you definitely, you killed that role and stuff. But yeah, that's where I've been these past few days and stuff, and then it's like coming back, I'm like, bro, I was limping in my house and things, because just sitting in the car, not really stretching out my legs, can't even, wasn't even really able to move at some points in times, because it was like, trying to, deal with my sister's dog and stuff, and I'm like, bro, man, my sister's dog, I was like, you're different, you're very, very different in things, but, yeah, man, I'm like, I'm happy to be home, but at the same time, I'm like, it was cool to visit my grandmother. I'm like, it's definitely something where I'm like, if I do this again, I'm definitely going by plane. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. And or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.